Welcome to In My Opinion 4 Hatsune Miku Project Diva X. Surprisingly, there is a plot in this game. The world's music crystals have been drained out because, reasons. And it's up to Miku and her friends to save the day with the power of friendship and song. So yeah, that's about it. The story was not mind-blowing, though it was interesting to see how they actually did this for the series since it's the first time. Every world has its own little theme, like how to unlock your cuteness, or what's the true way to be quirky, or how to be elegant. In the end, it was okay, I guess. And I like they actually try to do something a little different with our Vocaloids and giving them somewhat of a personality, instead of being just visual props. As always, this is a rhythm game. Press the corresponding buttons with the music and clear the song by meeting up with the voltage requirements, or you fail. There's no health depletion here unless you're playing free play mode. They added one new input, which is rush, and it's just pressing the button multiple times. And for some odd reason, they took out that star line input from the last game. Basically, if you enjoyed the core gameplay from the last Miku games, you're in safe hands, as it's still as fun as ever. While you're in story mode, the main goal is to fill up the crystals by gaining voltage from completing songs. After getting through the first world, you're allowed to visit any other in whatever order. There's 5 in all: classic, cute, cool, quirky, and elegant. Each world also ends with a big main event concert. The main event is actually a pretty neat addition as it's a remix of other songs, some being from previous games. So while it did tread some old ground, it still felt new and exciting. Just a heads up, once you pick a world, you must stick with it till you fill that crystal. Even after that, you're still not done, as you have to fill them up yet again. But this time the amount of voltage is greater. Also, harder difficulties and some challenges open up, such as completing the song with tiny inputs, earning you more voltage to get through the process much faster. What comes out of this as well is more requests. What are requests, you ask? Well, it's basically a little mission where the Vocaloids ask for your help. This mainly boils down to doing a song with certain restrictions like the difficulty and what type of song. One of the really cool things in these requests are the festivals, which are sorta similar to the main event concerts in story mode. You get to pick any Vocaloid and you take turns performing the song one after another. It just feels a bit more epic than the usual song and dance. Completing these requests can net you some goodies such as models and accessories. Speaking of those, they work a bit different in this entry, both obtaining and using them. This time around, there are no stores, so you won't be buying anything. Instead, they are all random drops. Yeah, all the fun of MMO drops in your Miku game. The models pop up once you complete your chance time in your song. You can and will run into repeats eventually. The accessories and gift items are your rewards when you complete the song. The amount you get goes by how many voltage bars in the song you filled, 4 being the max. Now these rewards I mentioned also have a purpose besides just looking cool and goofy. Each model has a certain skill attached to it, like making chance time easier or increasing the chance of getting a rare model. You may also notice each model and accessory has a little symbol. The symbols represent each of the clouds you got. If you put on an accessory and model representing the cloud you're in, it will up your voltage intake, thus making you fill the bar much easier. The gifts allow us to become closer with our Vocaloid friends, and even decorate their rooms. However, it works a bit differently than the last games. There's no head patting and patty cake this time around. Instead, you just simply give them a gift and your heart meter goes up. And after leveling them up, you get a little dialogue. This also helps with getting your voltage up when playing a song with said Vocaloid. However, give them the wrong gift and the heart meter goes down. Now that wouldn't be a big problem if you weren't forced at times to give them a gift. And since you don't buy gifts and it's random, sometimes you have no choice but to give them the wrong gift. resulting in you becoming annoyed. This time around, edit mode is kinda different, being called Concert Editor. It lets you make your own big concert with assets the game already has, even allowing you to customize the transformation spot. However, there's no sharing in this one, so you can't upload or download other players' videos. Instead, you can just mess around with some samples the game already has, so it comes off more limited than previous entries. The photo studio is still largely the same. Pick the maximum of 2 Vocaloids, pose them how you want, and take a pic. Same goes for records in which you can check your stats, though no custom cards this time around for some reason. There's also album menus which lets you check out every little cutscene you unlock. This goes for the story mode stuff to things like friendship and gift events. I actually like this a lot, as if you miss any of these, you don't have to keep giving the gifts to see the scene again.
Hey! Wow!
Now let's say we get tired of all this unlocking extra stuff. You can just play the original style of Hatsune Miku in free play. This works just like the old game, so you can't lose your health to fail, unlike in the story mode. The rhythm game items are here as well, adding challenge or helping you out. You're allowed only to pick 3 from one of the 2 types. You can still customize your Vocaloid here and even pick what they transform into during the chance time, or you can leave that out altogether. There's also an option to just watch the performance. I like the fact that they had this, as it lets you experience the older style while still having the new story mode style. However, there is a catch. For you to play the songs, you must unlock them in story mode first. Also, remember, you don't get to unlock anything while playing this mode. Wow, the character models sure received a well-needed upgrade. They look more bright, colorful, and detailed compared to the last 2 games, with the backgrounds being just as pleasing to the eyes as well. The game also suffers no technical issues, so expect a real smooth experience through your whole playthrough. Now let's touch on the most important thing, the music. There's 30 songs in all, and I must say I enjoyed the majority of them. They all sound unique and cover tones from highly energetic to more calm ones. I also love the remixes they did with the main events. However, 30 tracks is still less than previous entries, which is kinda disappointing. Also, this one doesn't really share the spotlight with the other Vocaloids, it's mainly just Miku, unlike past titles which threw more of a bone to the rest of the cast. I actually like the fact that developers try to do something different with the series by adding the story mode and giving a little more character to our Vocaloids. The gameplay is still fun, addicting, and they even cater to those who may be turned off by some of the changes by keeping the more classic gameplay in free play. The music is still a joy to hear even though there are less tracks and the other Vocaloids don't get as much love. I also was not the biggest fan of the random drop nature of the game and how building a friendship was done. In the end, if you enjoy the previous entries, go give this one a try and help our Vocaloid friends save the world. I hope you enjoy my thoughts on this game, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.